Okay, all of that was at level 45, which is currently what I'm sitting at, and it's a variant of like the demon form cast on ignite build. I know there's like a bunch of variations. There's like a cast on ignite, cast on or bury invocation setup, but this one seems to run fairly reliably, and I think I'm able to get everything that I need to have this like work consistently. So the limitation right now is I can only go up to 75 stacks before my HP starts draining. But if I'm at a boss and I'm fighting a boss, as long as I'm damaging them, I regen a bit of HP while I damage them. I think that's because of Demon Form maybe. But that allows me to sustain up to like maybe 85 stacks. So everything here is fairly cheap. The only, like the most expensive thing is this amulet, and this cost me 19 exalts. And the reason for that is because this by itself gives me 60 spirit, which is probably why it's so expensive. And it has to be enough so it like fits onto a level 45 character as well. I would suggest to not buy this unless you have the excess money. What that would do is it would make you not be able to run Blasphemy, but that's totally fine because you can just take Despair out and socket it normally and then use it as like a regular spell. So what you would do is like you would cast Blasphemy to get the curses off, and then you would blow them up with Hex Blast. All this really does is it just automates everything. So when you're playing, you only have to use like 3 buttons in total. One is for Hex Blast, one is for Incinerate, and then one is to transform. The main thing here is cast on Ignite with Comet, Impetus, and Spell Echo. I don't really see too much Ignite going off with Hex Blast. I think it's because the mobs just instantly die so it doesn't get triggered maybe. I have no idea. But for mapping, you just do Hex Blast everywhere, and then for bosses, you just hold down Incinerate and it deletes them. You want to be at around, I want to say 40 stacks plus to like really see the comets start raining down. Anything before that, they're a little bit slow, but it doesn't really matter at this point. The main, I want to say core elements, number 1 would be Demon Form. Number 2 would be Pyromactic Pact. I think those are the 2 key ones. You might be able to start this as early as Act 2 with Demon Form, but you would need a lot of mana to sustain it. The main things here are this thing right here, Eternal Youth, combined with Zealot's Oath. So what you do is you stack flat life regen on your armor pieces. So over here, oh, well, gloves don't have any. So I got 15 here, 15 here, 17 over here, 15 over here, and then 12 over here. So all of that together is giving me flat regen. Basically what this thing does is it takes your energy shield recharge. So after like a few seconds, your energy shields recharge, and it takes that and it dumps it into HP. So we get flat regen, and then we get our energy shield regen going into HP. And it lets you regen energy shield using life flasks. But the downside is that it stops your energy shield from like naturally recharging. So to bypass that, you come over to this side and you grab Zealot's Oath. And what this does is, as long as your HP is full, any excess recovery gets applied to your energy shield. So whatever our life regen is, or whatever's going on in the background, that's being applied to your energy shield. So pretty much all you do is you stack flat life regen on your armor pieces, and then you grab Eternal Youth, and you grab Zealot's Oath, and then for the jewels, I just have % life regen. All of them are 12%, and this was 1 exalt each, and I have a total of 5. And all of that basically makes it so your energy shields are recharging as long as your HP is full. And you can recharge your energy shields using your life flask. But yeah, this isn't really my build. This is sort of an inspiration or a take on other builds that are relating to cast on Ignite with the Demon Form, but at like a much lower level, level 45. And it's far from perfect, but it performs insanely well. And I'm really happy with the setup.